Several ports of entry line Arizona's southern border, and that includes, of course, the Mariposa port of entry.
In 9 on your side's Veronica Costa shows us the complex mission when agents are on the front lines to stop drugs.
On a daily basis, the Mariposa port of entry is bustling, not only with people, but also with vehicles, all subject to an inspection from Customs and Border Protection officers.
Well, a very high percentage of people crossing the border are coming for legitimate purposes. They're coming here to spend money, to pay taxes that support local businesses.
But some are trying to get into the country for other reasons that involve drugs.
We're responsible to find those bad people.
That's where Customs and Border Protection officers come into play. Those officers tasked with being extremely vigilant and aware.
Our officers really have like a sixth sense. You know, they really look for small little details, something wrong with the vehicle, the crossing pattern.
CBP officers notice every vehicle. They closely monitor drivers, keeping their eyes peeled for anything that could be off.
He's checking for admissibility. He's checking for any kind of smuggling of contraband, and to ensure that they are who they are.
Now, if a CBP officer feels there's something off about the driver of a vehicle or even the vehicle itself, well, that's when that person gets sent to second inspection.
This machine, called the Z Portal, the first stop for those vehicles sent to secondary inspection. Vehicles are scanned going through, any unusual items inside quickly identified by officers. Then the canines move in, doing their job to make sure there are no drugs stashed inside the car. If a canine or Z Portal machine locate what seem to be drugs, that's when officers come back in. Their job now to take a closer look at what may be hidden inside.
We want to ensure that we verify and confirm that there is some type of illegal substance or contraband in a vehicle before we start to totally dismantle it.
For Officer Nunez, finding drugs stashed inside car tires, dashboards, or side panels, nothing new.
Every type of narcotics imaginable: heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine, fentanyl, illicit pharmaceuticals.
If they find any drugs during an inspection, they quickly go into this box, which allows officers to get a better idea of what the drug might be without actually exposing him or herself to it. This entire process happened while KGUN 9 cameras were rolling. Officers flagged a vehicle carrying multiple packages later determined to be drugs. However, we cannot show you this video because the case is still being prosecuted by the U.S. Attorney's Office. As for the driver of that vehicle and drivers in similar situations,
it's game over. I mean, literally, for lack of a better term, we own that car now.
busting the drugs in vehicles, a part of the job for CBP officers, the job they do day in and day out. Veronica Costa, KGUN 9 on your side.
And this Saturday, KGUN 9 will present the special Securing the Arizona Border, A Country Divided. You'll hear from both Arizona senators as well as border sheriffs and ranchers. That's coming up this Saturday afternoon at 4.